Hi, Taehyung lovers all around the world. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel. If you open this video expecting something light, loud, and easy to consume, you may want to pause for a moment. Because what we're about to discuss today is not merely entertainment. It's a cinematic experience that, from the very first second, deliberately chooses to challenge its audience. January 2026. A short film is released, and it feels almost impossible to find words that are truly sufficient to describe it. There are no explosions, no ear-splitting music, no busy dialogue explaining its meaning. There is only silence. And that is precisely where the trap begins. Silence that is not empty, but dense with pressure and discomfort. From a very first second, the film's atmosphere grips you in an unfriendly way. It forces the viewer to stop, hold their breath, and quietly ask themselves what is actually happening. At the center of that silence stands Kim Taehyung with an almost wordless performance. And that is exactly where its power lies. He does not force emotion. He does not demand sympathy. He does not try to steal attention. He simply exists. And that presence feels solid, heavy, and haunting. An opening like this naturally makes some viewers uncomfortable. Some are frozen. Some feel disturbed. Others are immediately compelled to comment, deny, or even get angry. None of these reactions are accidental. They are part of a highly conscious psychological strategy designed to provoke emotional responses before the story truly begins. Before we dive deeper into this short film by Kim Taehyung, don't forget to hit the like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe to the Taehyung Lovers channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss the latest news, analyses, and discussions about Kim Taehyung. January 2026. The release of this short film feels almost impossible to describe with adequate words. Not an explosion, not deafening music, not dialogue that explains everything. Only silence, and that is where the trap begins. From the first second, the atmosphere grips you not gently, but in a way that forces the viewer to stop, hold their breath, and ask inwardly, what is this? At the center of that silence stands Kim Taehyung with a performance that is nearly voiceless, yet that very restraint is its strength. He does not force emotion. He does not demand sympathy. He simply exists, and that existence feels full, dense, and haunting. This is the kind of opening that makes some viewers uncomfortable. Some are transfixed. Some are disturbed. Others immediately feel the urge to comment, get angry, or deny its impact. And that is no coincidence. This is a highly conscious psychological strategy, provoking emotional reactions from the very beginning, even before the story truly starts. Taehyung's acting in this short film operates beneath the surface. There are no exaggerated gestures, no emotions put on display. His gaze speaks louder than any dialogue. In silence, he absorbs the entire atmosphere of tension, doubt, loneliness, and indistinct sense of threat. Every pause feels intentional. Every small movement carries meaning. The audience is forced to work, to observe, to read, to feel rather than passively watch. This is where many viewers begin to feel attacked. The film offers no comfort. It does not explain. It does not guide emotions through manipulative music or expository dialogue. Instead, it demands visual maturity. If viewers feel uneasy, angry, or even irritated, it's because the film has successfully dragged them out of their comfort zone. This is cinema in its purest form, when a story is not explained but experienced, when an actor does not merely play a role, but becomes a space where emotion resides. This short film proves that true cinema does not always need to be loud or grand. Sometimes, it only needs one silent figure capable of shaking everything. Today, a visual work worthy of historical note has been released. Kim Taehyung's short film, constructed with a highly systematic, precise, and deeply conscious artistic approach. Not a single scene feels accidental. Every frame seems layered with intention from visual composition and pacing to the emotional distance between character and viewer. Each scene feels like a puzzle piece placed deliberately, not merely beautiful, but meaningful. The visual choreography is neatly arranged, flowing smoothly, creating a cinematic rhythm that makes it hard to look away. This is not a film to be watched casually, while holding a phone. It is an experience that demands full attention. And in an era of fast, disposable content, Such a demand feels almost provocative. Kim Taehyung delivers a remarkably mature performance. The charisma he brings is not aggressive, nor does it seek validation. He is calm, and it is precisely that calm that generates tension. There is something restrained, something unspoken, and the audience feels it without ever being explicitly told what it is. This Song Tae-jong film is strengthened by the solid collaboration of its creators, Lee Hyun-woo, assistant Hyo Young, makeup artist and Sung Hee, assistant Jeon Yi-yoon, stylist Yoon Ae-ri, as well as Park Ha-hyo, Young Ji-min, Lee Min-young, Seo-yeon, Yek-sun, and Aeon Kim. Each name is not merely a credit, but part of a disciplined creative machine. No element stands alone. Everything supports a single goal, creating a complete cinematic experience. For ARMY, this is more than entertainment. It is a statement about how far Taehyung has grown as an artist, about his courage to choose a path that may not be commercially safe, but is artistically honest. And for general audiences, this film serves as a reminder that cinema can still be a space for contemplation, not just consumption. The editors demonstrate their class with brutal elegance. In their hands, every gaze, every breath, every nearly unnoticed movement transforms into a powerful visual language. They know when to hold a scene until it becomes almost uncomfortable. They know when to let silence speak louder than dialogue. And they know exactly when to cut with surgical precision to leave a lasting mark on the viewer's mind. The result is not merely a sequence of beautiful images, but a living character, layered, ambiguous, and charged with tension. The audience is given no answers, and precisely because of that, discussion explodes. Interpretations multiply. Debates arise. Some praise it. Some criticize it. Some feel disturbed. And all of that is proof that the work is functioning. At this point, one idea becomes increasingly tempting and unavoidable. Just give Taehyung the ultimate antagonist role. Not a caricatured villain who shouts and flaunts cruelty. Not a cheap antagonist who is easy to predict, but a calm, intelligent, haunting presence. An antagonist who does not need excessive dialogue to plant discomfort in the audience's mind. With minimal expression and mature emotional control, Taehyung possesses a rare capacity to blur the line between good and evil until it becomes dangerously thin. Imagine a character who never fully explains their intentions. A character whose mere presence is enough to alter the atmosphere of a room. A character that makes the audience wonder, is he dangerous or are we the ones misjudging him? In the hands of an actor with control like Taehyung, such an antagonist could become iconic. If this brilliant editorial collaboration is paired with a bold script and a director who understands the power of silence, the result could transcend a short film. It could become a reference, a subject of study, a work discussed years later. And perhaps this is the most emotionally provocative part of all. Why does the entertainment industry still hesitate to give Taehyung broader space in serious cinema? Why is potential of this magnitude so often confined by the idol label? This short film feels like a quiet yet forceful slap, reminding us that acting ability recognizes no origin, only honesty and discipline. January 2026 will be remembered not for the noise of major releases, but for a single silent work that forced many people to stop and think. Kim Taehyung's short film does not ask to be liked. It simply exists honest and unshakable. The audience's reactions, anger, admiration, unease, or silence are mirrors of its success. And now, the question shifts to us as viewers. Are we ready to accept cinema that does not comfort but challenges? Or are we more comfortable with noise that is quickly forgotten? One thing is certain. After this film, silence no longer feels empty. Silence is weight. And Kim Taehyung knows exactly how to use that weight to shake our layers and our minds.